They didn't change the rules of Casa Amor for and giggles. They changed the rules of Casa Amor because the producers of this show are quickly realizing that they have absolutely lost the plot. There are no real connections on this show right now. And I think it's wildly apparent that the production team of this show has realized that they fucked up letting go the last 4 contestants. The only 4 contestants on this show that genuinely seem to care about finding connections. Jeremiah, Hannah, Charlie, and Jalen. You can argue against me, go for it. I'm not buying into Taylor and Olandria. I'm not buying into Ace and Shelly. Neither of those connections seems genuine. Nick has no idea what's going on. He's lost the plot, and if you told me he's never spoken to a woman before this show, I'd probably believe you. Ace is slowly ruining the show for everyone, and Nick and Taylor have more or less become his bitch. We're 18 episodes into the show now, and everyone is still playing it safe. Everyone is still open, and this new Casa Amor shakeup is their way of getting back on track and refinding that plot. And I hope it does shake things up because we need new motion around here. We got rid of Jeremiah, bad move. We're still dealing with Huda, even worse move. Somehow Austin is still here. I swear, and not to sound disrespectful, if Austin came in as a bombshell, he would have been in and out in 2 days. We'll see where this goes. I don't know. I'm excited, and I hope there's a major shakeup in tonight's episode.
Would you be friends with a girl who was dating Ace? What would you think about a girl who you met who was dating Ace? Especially if she was a fine girl and she walked up and you have to look down at an angry elf. Oh, hi, nice to meet you. Oh, is that your name on your back? What would you think if you saw Taylor with your friend and he kissed her like this? What would you think about your friend? Unfortunately, we live in an era where you judge people by their partner. You judge women that you think should have self-respect by the disrespecting man beside her who speaks in riddles and terrorizes everyone whose name ends in Aya. I'm just saying. Like, it gets to a point. It gets to a point where you're like, I need some of these ladies to have some discernment. You don't see that your man is running around terrorizing the villa, biting people's ankles? You don't see that? That doesn't bother you? You know what I'm saying?
To be honest, I'm starting to dislike Olandria after this episode for 2 main reasons. I don't know if, as a viewer, we're not seeing Olandria and Taylor's relationship to the full extent, but her continuously pursuing Taylor, and it is just so obvious that he does not like her. I think some of the other Islanders pick up on it, but something in her mind, in her head, is just not clicking, and it's actually annoying to watch. I'm so tired of just seeing their relationship, and how Taylor survived the night, I really have no idea. I thought, as viewers, we all were under the same understanding that he needed to go. There was nothing that he was doing where he showed us that he actually liked her and appreciated her. So I don't really know how he was saved. I do feel like there was something fishy in the water with production when it came to him specifically. But yeah, her continuously being delusional is actually annoying to watch. And I feel like they both just need to go at this point. I think the whole aura, the whole feeling I get from this episode is just so, totally messed up my mood. And then also I don't like her for how she handled the Hannah vote. Her saying, we still love you. You're like a sunflower. Can you not read the room? This is not the time to be calling somebody a sunflower and lovely and you're bright and you're special. You just voted her off the show. Her connection with Charlie is over. Her connection with Pepe is over, and she's going back home because of y'all, not because of America at all. We didn't even want this. We didn't want Hannah to go. So I don't know. Olandria this episode really, really rubbed me the wrong way and just annoyed me. And I'm so sad because she is my favorite, but I think none of these people are my favorite besides Andrina and Amaya. I think I'm just kind of over everybody. And I think that I'm so happy that that Casa Amor starts tomorrow because I do think that we need a whole new batch of people. I need some of the originals off the island. I need a few of them off the island. Starting with Ace, Nick, and Taylor. Them three need to go. And Alandria and Shelly, y'all might need to go too, because Shelly's low-key irritating me as well. But not before Hedda. Hedda needs to be the first one to go. You already know I don't like her. Still don't like her. I'm just so annoyed right now.
The point of Love Island, the game of Love Island, to win Love Island, is to fall in love. To have a genuine connection that can and will blossom into love, regardless of if you win the money or not. That's the plan. And if the connection feels genuine enough, then you get to the point the audience can see that and you win the show. Cordell and Serena were not given the winner's plot from the very beginning. They weren't given that edit from the beginning. They got that edit after they had that dogfight and genuine emotions began to show itself. And that showed that they were, mind you, Cordell was already in love with that girl. But when they showed that they were genuinely, emotionally invested in this relationship, that's why they won, because they fell in love. This show, you want to know how you win the game? You fall in love. You are vulnerable and you let yourself fall in love with another human being. Y'all are like, oh my God, Ace is just playing the game. No, he's not. Scamming, all this fake emotion. You're not playing the game. You're trying to play the audience. That's not playing the game. The fact that Jeremiah was more genuine, was one of the most genuine in that villa, is so sick, because he wasn't even that genuine. But the fact that he was is insane. Nobody's playing the game right. Nobody's trying to actually fall in love. They're all just trying to pick a safe, comfortable spot, stick to it, and then scam the audience and thinking, oh, this is real emotion, this is real stake, this is a real love, this is a love story. You're like, nothing, there is no love in that villa. Therefore, nobody's playing the game right. Therefore, no one deserves to win the show. Like, the point is, like, even if it wasn't that point, it wasn't the point before season 6 made that the point. Season 6 was so impactful, so, like, powerful, so, like, literally, like, a pop cultural juggernaut of a season, that the purpose of the show shifted into actual connection, into actually falling in love and letting people in on that experience and letting people feel that with you. Because guess what? All 3 of the top 3 are still together and happily in love. That was the goal. The money is a perk. The money is a perk, and people are acting like, oh, well, no, Ace is just playing the game, or the guys are just... No, they're not. They're trying to scam, and while avoiding the game. Ace is emotionally, like, he's, like, unavailable emotionally. That man, he and Shelly are comfortable together. They're not falling in love, though. Nobody's actually falling in love on that show. Therefore, they're not playing it right. It's not just the game is to fall in love. That's the game. You win the game by falling in love. No one's falling in love. Jeremiah, the most lover boy in that villa, is now gone. Like, no one has real connections. I don't care about Casa and Moore. Last year, Casa and Moore started and everyone was like, oh no, I'm scared for the couples. Because we were invested. I am not emotionally invested in a single couple in that villa. Everyone's playing it safe. No one's putting themselves out there. That is so inauthentic. It is so fake. You cannot play Love Island like Big Brother anymore. Like, you can't do that anymore. Because it's not Big Brother, and the whole purpose of the show shifted with season 6. You have to, like, fall in love to win. You have to be open to genuine connection to win. And nobody is for real open to that. They can't even be friends for real, let alone fall in. I'm supposed to buy their love stories? Y'all... the producers lost the plot when they did the casting, because they cast a lot of, like, influencers and people who had followings. Don't do that again. Don't do that again. I need them to cast more Amaya Papayas, because Amaya wants to fall in love. Genuinely. I don't know about the rest of them. They're all trying to have a good time, whatever, trying to get, like, fame, whatever. But I'm watching Love Island to watch people fall in love. That's what made season 6 great. We were actually watching love stories that are still a year later still being told, still unfolding, and they're like the way the couples are healthier and stronger than ever because they built that foundation on that show. That is what I want to see, and I'm not seeing that. You can say, "Oh, what's up? Season 6 is different." I don't care. Season 6 changed Love Island USA, and they forgot what made that season great by casting. It's like Ace should be on Big Brother. He should not be on Love Island. Like, people who want to fall in love should be on this show. People who want to fall in love and want to have friendship. You just have people who want to like get attention and get some money. The money is a perk. That's not the real prize. The prize is the love story. The prize is the love story. Like, no, it's shifted. And no one seems to grasp that it shifted in the show yet, but the audience. Like, that shift happened. Whether people wanted it to or not, it happened last season. And the fact that, like, the production doesn't seem to get that, the cast doesn't get that, they're all trying to like, oh, I'm trying to, scam and be the strongest couple. What? The season ended with 3 equally strong couples that are still standing to this day. It wasn't about being the strongest couple, the strongest connection. It was about having the most compelling love story. Sorella Serena had the most compelling love story, but other people fell in love in that villa. Had strong connections that are still standing. Like Leah and Miguel, they built the foundation of their relationship on that island. And they were like countries apart. An ocean apart. And they're still together. Janae and Kenny live in different states that are like hours away, and they have different jobs. They don't live together. They're still happily in love, and they make it work because they built that foundation on Love Island. Cordell moved to the same city to be with Serena, and he would have done that regardless of if they won the show or not. Just like, am I the only one who understands how it's changed, how it shifted culturally? Everyone was like, oh, Ace is the only one playing the game. No, he's not. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's sabotaging other people's connections while trying to sell us on this fake one. Like, I'm not buying it with him and Shelly. I'm sorry. I just don't buy it. Like, because until they have an actual like disagreement where she's questioning him and they're not seemingly following the same script, I can't buy their love story. I'm not rooting for that. Like, it's about falling in love. Nobody wants to fall in love. Nobody even wants to have real friends on this show. That's why it's going downhill. Because when Miguel went into the show and he was a bombshell, he actually formed genuine friendships. And none of the men in the villa were so jealous of him and threatened by him, they plotted to get him out of the show, even though he was building connections and was actually exploring the way he was meant to explore. Like, Jeremiah had some faults, right? But he still tried. He was still genuine. These other men, they're too scared to even get emotionally invested in their couples for real. Like, genuinely. That's what gets me. And I'm just not. And the fact they're willing to sabotage other couples is like, shows how little faith they have in their own connections. Like, I don't think Ace would care that much about Jeremiah if he had as much faith in himself and his connection with Shelly. So that just makes me question his whole dynamic with her more. Same with Nick and Sierra. Now, I don't know. Nick and Sierra, oh my God, they're so done. That was actually... I don't know why he's on that show. He's not even a good friend. Oh my God. Taylor is just coasting. Like, Pepe's forgotten. Austin is he's not even trying. He's just complaining. none of the men want to put themselves out there. Therefore, the men they casted wrong. It's all wrong. It's like they got the worst parts of season 6 and tried to recreate him as if they were the best parts. And now we're having to watch people who want to have actual connections and fall in love leave the villa when they were the ones who were actually doing the game right and putting themselves out there to experience the falling in love. Like that's the purpose of the show now. And I'm irritated and annoyed. And I'm just gonna watch Beyond the Villa, I think. But it's just, no one knows what the plot is anymore. Do they ever know the plot?
TJ's red pill is showing, and I'm happy that he's single and vulnerable. It's what he deserves. He seems lazy, like he doesn't think he should have to work for a girl. And he didn't have to work for Iris. Iris was on him immediately. Iris fell head over heels immediately. Oh boy just had to show up, and Iris was like, let's go. He was rude about them kisses. Even if he didn't know that the girls could hear, it was rude. It was very telling about who he is and his character and his values, the way he was reading the girls for the kisses. Like, nobody else was rating him that low. Nobody else had commentary like that. Like, what you doing? What happened when Ariana clocked him? I bet Ariana doesn't like him, especially because Ariana can see the stuff we see about him. He follows Andrew Tate. I know a red pillar when I see one. He's giving red pill. He's giving red pill. And this episode showed it. I bet nobody in the villa chose him. I love that none of the girls wanted him. I love the fact that he was irritated by that. I love the fact that he got humbled. Like, he deserves it. Like, go work for it. Like, go work to connect with a girl. Work for a girl's attention. Like, show us some effort, TJ. And TJ ain't been there long. We're, as viewers, not that connected to him. If we got to vote, we would not be saving TJ. TJ does not have a secure position in the villa. He is not secure with the viewers, and he ain't secure with the girls. So he needs to put in some work. It gagged me that Taylor had 2 girls on him. Taylor now has 3 bad, beautiful women that have wanted him. Look, no judgment. Maybe they see something we don't see. Happy for him. Also surprised somebody chose Austin. Yeah, surprising. I do still wonder a little bit if the girls were thinking of like who's vulnerable for men and choosing that way, because I think Taylor's very vulnerable. I think Austin's very vulnerable because based off the episodes, we know they don't like Amaya or Olandira that much. So I do wonder if there was some strategy involved with the girls going for Austin and Taylor. But regardless, that shocked me. The girls in Casa. The only thing I'll say is I really like Adrena. I'm very happy for her and Brian. They're cute. I love that the attraction is mutual. Like, he immediately had his eye on her. She liked him. They have good chemistry. Like, I'm really happy for her. And it just shows why you can't get caught up on, you know, what happened yesterday in Love Island, because she was crying over Jeremiah and now she got this new man. So I like the fact that she's able to move on quickly and reconnect with someone and it seems genuine. So I'm like really rooting for her. Like, I like her a lot.
Okay, 3 things I'm really confused at from this episode. Number 1, why did the boys really vote Jeremiah off? And I know y'all are going to give a lot of reasons, but here's the thing. They wanted him to try and explore and start over, like do his journey the right way. And I felt like he was genuinely exploring a new connection. And although he was like really liking her, he knew he didn't like anybody else in the villa. And it's not like he didn't try. He literally was like talking to Iris and then came to the conclusion that they're just friends. But he was open to it. I'm just really confused as to why they would vote him out. But I also know that Ace planted that seed during the episode. Like when he said, oh, he's doing the same thing, show the same pattern, and he's not growing in this experience. When he planted that seed, I knew he was going to go home. I just really had a feeling. And then it's like Jeremiah knew he was going home too. Once he saw that Ace and Nick were sad and that Nick also wanted the bombshell and saw him kiss her, it was wraps. It was cooked for him. And I'm just like, dang, that actually sucks, because I feel like he might have tried. But then again, I'm so worn out with Jeremiah. It was kind of time for him to go. At this point, I feel like Austin's kind of taking up time in the villa because he's not being honest with Amaya. And I feel like personally, in my opinion, he should have went. He should have went for a lot of reasons, though. I'm also confused at why they chose Hannah to leave. Honestly, I feel like that they were just kind of hands tied. Like, you know, when Shelly had that conversation with Amaya about her wearing her heart on her sleeve and, like she's just gonna give her effort to someone who deserves it. I feel like once I heard that conversation, I knew she wasn't going home. Like, I knew she wasn't going home because she's really just her authentic self. She's really so sweet, and I think she brings a lot of entertainment to the villa. Iris, I feel like they felt bad for her because, she was obviously in that position from just coming in and being thrown into that god-awful situation. And I feel like they genuinely wanted her to get a better experience, so maybe that's why they kept her. But yeah, that just left them with Hannah.
I thought the point of Casa Amor was to bring in some fire that was better than the cast. And that's just not what happened. Outside of Coco and Chris, I'm trying to see where the head turners is at. Because everybody's head is standing still. And when Ace said, "What the helly? Bring me back my Shelly," I felt that on a spiritual level. Because absolutely not. Immediately no. Now maybe if it was Coco, it would have been a go-go, but it wasn't. But I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't like Chris for Shelly. Okay? Finally, y'all brought in some competition. Somebody she got to choose between. And when Austin said that every time there was an elimination, he thought it was going to be him, I literally yelled at the TV, "Me too! I thought it was going to be you too. I can't believe you still here. Glad it wasn't just me." And I'm starting to feel bad for Amaya Papaya, because I think she's genuinely a good person. But I think they all watched what happened before and thought, let me stay away from her. And Ace is such a hater. Ace want Amaya Papaya gone. And at this point, why are you still beefing with her? She ain't do nothing to you since. She's been cool, minding her business. And I don't know how I feel about Zach for her. Okay, because she was like, "I feel like a butterfly ready to spread my wings." Don't spread nothing else. Because he gives me scam likely. He gives me, I'm just trying to stay on the show. And everyone's coming back. Everybody's coming back. That's too many people. Okay, y'all better have some more tricks up y'all sleeve. Because if y'all just bring everybody back and it's supposed to be normal, that's too much. That's too much. Taylor better not disappoint me. Okay? Because Olandria is sitting right there. And y'all know it take her forever to open up. She don't like too much. She likes convenience. She likes familiar. And if Tay-Tay messed that up, I'm going to have to get in his ass. Don't piss me off. But I'm not going to lie. Coco might have tempted me to. Because she fine. She fine. And Nick, is you cool? Is you cool for real? Because Jaden seems like a really nice girl. Don't get me wrong. But Jaden over Ciara, you can't be cool. Ain't no way you're cool. This is a rookie mistake. You think you gonna find somebody better and there's nobody better out there for you than Ciara. Pack it up now. And Elon, whatever his name is, he looked like a low budget Nick. And I hate that for Ciara. Okay? He looks like he wanna be Nick, but he's just not. Pack it up. And when old girl says she thinks Austin is funny, do you think he's funny or do you think he... Never mind. Never mind. But when Huda said that she felt like she was restricted to just one, that nearly pissed me off. Because who told you that? And did you feel that way, or is that what the voices in your head was telling you? I need to know now. And Andrina said, Jeremiah who? Who's that? Jeremiah? Pack it up. And when they was talking about throwbacks and they said the early 2000s, stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. That's not a throwback. Throwbacks is 90s R. Don't piss me off. And I'm so tired of everybody saying that their thing is not physical. You are not being honest. You're on Love Island. It's absolutely physical. Just tell the truth. Nobody is judging you. Well, America is, but nobody else.
Ace, Nick, Taylor, you will crumble. Because actually, they think they are slick. I shared my thoughts last night, but I just got to thinking this morning. I'm like, yo, they really think they doing something. Ace, you are not there to find love, baby. From the moment you stepped in that bitch, I think you thought, I'm going to be a fan favorite. And what ended up happening was we saw you got distracted. And what you were distracted by was a 6-foot-tall man with all his hair, no need to cover it up with a hat, with a beard that connects and a nice smile, who took the attention of the girl that you wanted to talk to. And you just couldn't get right after that. Nothing Ace did after realizing that Huda was no longer going to be available to him, his whole thing changed. Now it wasn't about being a fan favorite. Now it was about turning the house against Jeremiah. And he knows how to do it in a way that's not so super direct, but it's like he was planting seeds. Every episode, planting seeds. Don't you think that's strange that he said that he loved 10 women before? Something fishy is going on. Something this, something that. You know what I think is strange? Somebody who says that they're 5'10" when they know they ain't. What I think is strange is a man that has access to a beautiful woman who he claims he likes and multiple times has not chosen her. You're not an honest person. You are not there for love. Next, Nick. Nick has also armored himself to be this kind of like cool, loyal person. And honestly, never really showed any loyalty to Jeremiah. When Jeremiah was going through his shit, Huda, he made Jeremiah feel like shit. And then when Jeremiah complied to the things that the guys were telling them, like, yo, stay open, do this, do that, then they tried to play him like he was still not playing the game right. Like Jeremiah just couldn't get right. And Nick, to me, is just a big fan of Ace's. Like, I think that Ace really, really likes, I think Nick really, really likes Ace. And, in an effort to maintain that relationship, he kind of just goes with whatever Ace is saying. And it's so obvious. And it's sad because Jeremiah thought him and Nick were really friends. And he proved otherwise. Nick, I hate y'all. Taylor. God is on your side, sweetheart. Because I don't know how you're still in that house. We, as a collective, have all said, what the fuck? To the way that you react whenever you kiss Olandira. Even in this latest episode, when she created that nice little spread for you and you ask her about her favorite fruit and she tells you pineapple and you go, I hate pineapple. That's not how conversations work. It's supposed to be yes and, not you just cutting it off with I hate this and I hate that. We hate you. And it's like, I could tell that Taylor's probably a good guy just by the way that all the women are kind of open to him in the house. And just like, he seems like he's a solid person. But you don't like Olandria. And you're not being honest. And when they kissed outside, during that little date thing that she had set up, when they kissed, he didn't look at her. He like looked off. And I think it's because he knows that he doesn't actually like her. And I think at this point, he can tell that she really likes him. And there's probably some guilt there. And yeah, you should feel horrible. Because why are you playing with that girl? All 3 of them. I have not voted this whole time, but I might have to start voting. But I'm starting to think that even the votes are getting rigged. Because you're not going to tell me that Jeremiah had a lower rating than Taylor. I just don't believe that. I have not heard any Taylor love. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if that's true. Austin, Amaya asked you directly, is there anything that I'm doing that's making you feel uncomfortable? And what did you say? No, actually, that was your opportunity to tell her exactly how you felt. So then when you go around and you talk about her behind her back to the other guys about how you think it's so weird, this is why I have a problem with Austin. Because you could have told Amaya how you felt. And this is why I'm gravitating, towards Amaya and I'm liking her because she really is trying to approach things the right way. And she's being gaslit. Her whole experience, she's been gaslit. And yeah, it's just like, Austin, get your tail. Pepe, I feel like he let out a sigh of relief. Yes, I'm sure it was hard to see Hannah break down like that, but he just saw her do the same thing for Charlie. I'm sorry. I think Pepe is like, okay, cool. Because he also, when they had their little, like, they were upstairs talking, and he was like, what if I don't like you when we leave out of here? Huh? Who says that? So I think he let out a little sigh of relief because now he gets to, guilt-free be all up on Huda and whoever else is in that house or comes in that house. Now, who really is getting the short end of the stick is Miss Thang. The new girl, Adriana, I forget what her name is. We're just going to call her Big Old Dominican Booty. Who is she going to talk to now? I hope Ace don't think he got a chance. See ya, short stuff. Taylor, girl, please. Nick, you the only one that she had a little bit of a connection to. And Nick, if you catch yourself trying to talk to this girl after all of this stuff with Sierra, I'm going to really be irritated. I shared my thoughts on the Sierra and Nick situation in my last video, so just watch that one. But don't piss me off right now. In the next episode, I keep forgetting about TJ. TJ, Lord Farquaad, mixed with like a cherub. Seems like a pretty cool, chill guy, but don't know much about him. I hope him and Iris get to do whatever they're doing, but snooze fest. I don't give a daggone. The next episode is Casa Amor. They showed a quick snippet of like the people. I wasn't impressed by what I saw just in that snippet, but we'll see what happens. But as I said in the beginning of this video, Ace, Nick, and Taylor, you will crumble.
Incredibly unpopular opinion, but Olandria was one of my favorite girls, but she's starting to give me the ick. To see her continuously pursue Taylor and basically keep mentioning that she wants to live this life on his farm, I'm over it.